morning. It is take out the trash day. I've been trying to do a lot of deep cleaning in my house, but it's slow going for me. I'm gonna have to talk to my doctor about like why my legs keeps collapsing because it's not just my left leg, my right leg collapses now too. And I wonder if that's because it's been like overcompensating for my right leg, or if it has to do with my blood work or something else. I don't know. But like something's off, and it's not cool to get up at like 3:45 in the morning, need to go to the bathroom, and it feels like your muscles just aren't working. They're not working, right? So I'm trying to step on my legs and I just fall to the floor. And then when I try and get back up, it takes me a hot minute to figure out how to get back up because I do not have the muscle strength to actually get back up. So it took me a while. I rolled over on my knees and then I lifted myself back up on my bed because I couldn't get all the way up, right? Took me a while. That's a bit scary. I mean, I'm only 50 to be experiencing these types of muscle failures. It's very scary. I've also been watching, like, I keep getting all of these tsunami videos in my YouTube feed now. I have no idea how YouTube algorithms work, you guys, but because I'm not getting a lot of content about, because they're boring now, like, so there's not a lot out there about foodie beauty and about Amber Lynn and stuff. There's a couple of things, but there's really not a lot out there. So my feed is getting filled with the Indian Ocean tsunami that killed like 250,000 people, and the Japan tsunami that had the nuclear meltdown. So those are the two things that are filling my feed right now. And I'm just watching this and I'm thinking, number one, how did you not see that the ocean was receding? How did you not notice that there was something off and decide to go to high ground? Like, we have signs all over Laguna Beach that say tsunami escape route. Not just Laguna Beach, but all the way into Dana Point and stuff. We have tsunami escape routes. But it's like you have to be pretty daft to be on the ocean and watch it recede and be like, "Oh, that's really interesting." You know what, one of the videos I watched actually said that people went out and started like going into tide pools and collecting fish and stuff because these were areas that were exposed that previously had not been because the ocean had receded, right? It's kind of infuriating to watch shit like this. And it's also infuriating to watch the video footage of it because, okay, I get it. The people were in a very stressful situation. It was very scary what they were seeing. But they can't fucking hold the camera steady? Like, for real? I mean, you're watching people get pushed out for the first wave and then sucked back in with the riptide. You don't think you could, like pan the camera on what's happening rather on a random building in front of me. Yeah, you guys. Plus I'm still I'm still in pain from yesterday, but I was able to actually eat something. I didn't get any sleep last night though because yesterday's sleep pattern was so off because of my sodium OD. But I did get a little food in me, and so I'm starting to feel better, right? Um, to this week, okay. So just to give you all a heads up, this week is supposedly the week where all these fatty chicks come up with their biggest drama because it's like right before payday. I don't know how that works. Like, I haven't been monetized long enough to understand if there's like a kick up in or if they're just like, "Oh my god, I didn't make enough this month. I need to kick it up," right? So, we're expecting a lot of drama this week. Nader apparently made an appearance on Foodie's chat. She looked visibly affected by that appearance, but at the same time, it seems like a made up drama. Because, dude, look, Nader, we know you don't have any fucking money. We know you don't have any goddamn money. So for you to be like, I'm gonna sue you if you talk about me again. Shut up, dude. You literally have some sort of arrangement with her. Like, you've got your own channel. You can absolutely address this. You could be like, no, I did not see her when she was in Canada, despite the fact that we were in the same place, like within 15 minutes of each other. But no, 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 no. We didn't see each other. So you can totally do that. By the way, if you guys want to see more on that, you can look at Gorlick Bread's channel. He has a video up about that. But he wanted to verify that it actually was Natter and not a troll before he went live with his information. So I'm trusting his information is correct. FFG is taking a break from Twitter. Now, I don't know the whole background of what happened on Twitter, but it sounds very much like a Mean Girls kind of thing where they came after her. And I think it's gross. And there's at least two channels that I'm very disappointed with how you've handled the situation. I do not think either of you should be uplifting Kybella. She had her 15 minutes and then she came back and decided to troll again. She created 4 different accounts to go into Chantel's live streams. And this is a woman who affected a marriage. Like, I'm assuming it's a marriage. It's a relationship, at least, right? They have some sort of relationship there, but not cool to go in and try and fuck with these two people after you're the one who exposed him for his perverted scat fetish and, wanting to shit on Western women and the Bible and the crucifix and everything else about that situation, obviously. So you disappeared for 3 months, and now all of a sudden you're back. You're hitting all the big channels, trying to get followers out of their chats, and also trying to troll Chantel. Now, I think most of the React channels do have a code of conduct that we don't actually go into the lives and we don't comment. If they go into the lives, they don't comment. They're there to, capture the material and have later commentary. But there is a separation, if you will, of react versus subject. And so if that's what she wants to be, that's how she needs to um, act as a React channel. You can't just be going in there and like harassing people, regardless of how you feel about it. Like, how do I feel about like all these swimming videos and stuff? Could you imagine if I went in there on her live streams and started being like, Chantel, you're gonna fucking drown. You're gonna fucking drown. Could you imagine if I was going in there and saying all of the stuff that I say on my React channel in her live streams? That's why there's a separation. React channels are people who are, it's like watching reality TV, right? Which, by the way, Survivor and The Amazing Race are having their finales on Wednesday. I'm really looking forward to this. Anywho, I know it's really early on the West Coast, but it is trash day. I had to put the bins out. I hope I didn't blow it right into your face. I know somebody just did a. I can't remember who it was. Somebody just did a react. It might have been Rose. Rose Thorn reacts about, or it might have been somebody else. I can't remember. About how Foodie has this huge, basically like hookah or shishka, whatever they're calling it. And she blows all this smoke in her face. I'm not intentionally trying to do that, okay? She probably thinks she looks cool doing that. I literally just smoke. I'm a smoker, right? I think it's going to start warming up a little bit. So I might actually do some day tripping today. We'll see how it goes. I also have to see how my legs are feeling because I can't have just like muscle failure, just like bam, you're on the ground. Um, it's very fortunate for me that I know how to fall gracefully, but these falls are not easy, you know? I have to, like, in a split second, figure out what's the best way to get to the ground at this point because I'm going down, right? It's kind of scary. I have never broken a bone. Even after that last big fall, and I had to get an x ray, and I thought it was fractured, it was not fractured. So it was just a sprain. But I have never in my life, knock on wood, never broken a bone. Um, but yeah, I don't know what's coming up today. Gorlick Bread has a good video out about the Natter situation with him dropping into her chat. Apparently, she has been getting her dudes to strike channels, the react channels, right? So Natter had previously been doing it with anybody who mentioned his name. And now he is demonetized. So we don't know if that is because that he was abusing the report system, or if it's because his channel has so few views that the stats are not up to par. And so therefore he doesn't qualify anymore. He might not qualify anymore. And then she's got Salah coming after Goose Chick, something like that. Not sure how I feel about that one exactly, because I have read some of her writing. So for those of you who are really upset about that particular strike, I would ask you to really rethink like what she actually wrote. Some of the stuff that she wrote was pretty vulgar, in my opinion. Just saying. And just because you have a friend and you like a lot of their content doesn't mean that you have to support them in every single thing that they do, right? So you can talk about how Salah was outed for a perverted fetish and the specifics of what he was outed for without then hurling a lot of additional insults, is what I'm saying. And I'm not saying that because he doesn't deserve that. I'm saying that because you want to protect your channel, right? There are just some people who seem so personally connected with the story and so angry. And I don't think you should be that angry. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be Chantel and Salah and Nader and Amberlyn and Eugenia Cooney who all have to face the consequences of what they're doing. We're just watching it. We're just here with our popcorn along for the ride. Like, we don't need to be that affected by what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? I I would like to learn more about what happened to FFG though, because it sounds like it was a big Mean Girls bullshit that happened to her. And I think you guys backed the wrong horse on that one. If that was about Kybella and her bullshit of harassing FFG on Twitter, I think you backed the wrong horse on that one. But anyway, this is just my early morning cigarettes of judgment, right? I will try and do some reacts later, but I might actually, depending on how my legs feel, I might actually do some day tripping. I hope you're all doing well this morning, and it's a little chilly here. Coastal Eddy's supposed to burn off. It's supposed to get to 68. It'll be probably cooler by the coast, but that's so amazing to me that they didn't think, oh wow, the ocean is really receding. Maybe we should get to higher ground. We had one of the days that I was walking blocks free night here in Laguna Beach, we got a tsunami warning that morning. We get these occasionally. They usually don't pan out to anything. I mean, it might be like an ankle slapper or something, but like it's usually nothing, right? But you still have to take it seriously because of other regions that have had tsunamis, right? So, rather than just say, hey, we'll have you walk tomorrow instead, because we were walking 6 days a week, and as team leaders, it was a 10-hour day because it was 8 hours of walking and 2 hours of meetings, right? They were already like really long, impactful work weeks. We barely had we did not have time to do anything with our friends or like anything personal like that. The only thing we had time to do on our days off was wash our clothes and do our dishes. That was about it. But they're always like, we'll just put you higher in the cliffs. You'll be fine. Okay. So I'm higher in the cliffs, and that's ultimately where the joint pain started. And by the time I got bit by a dog, I was already on a 4-hour walk restriction that they were not observing. I remember right before I got bit by that dog, I got a call from my boss, and he was constantly harassing me like this. I got a call from my boss while I was doing my numbers and trying to send them in. And he said, why is it that you're always in your car when I call you? And I said, because I packed my lunch and I have snacks in my car. Because he always went out to lunch. We had two 10-minute breaks and one 30-minute meal period. So, yes, I packed my lunch and had snacks in the car. But on top of it, why are you trying to ride my ass when you know that I have a doctor's note that says I'm supposed to only walk 4 hours a day? I can still feel it right now. Every day. Every single day. I can feel this dog bite. It has never gone away. And the nerve damage from it goes up and down my leg. I can feel it every goddamn day. And now I'm having a lot of muscle failures. It's been going on for like 2 years. Got a lot of people leaving for work right now. Anyway, I might do some day tripping today to try and walk my legs out a bit. It really depends on how stable I feel on my legs before I leave the house. But at least I was able to eat something because that was hard. I was pretty much fasting on water for about 24 hours to try and get all that sodium out of my system. Okay. So you all have a great day. I might be back later with some reactions. Let's see how the day goes. And hopefully the girls won't be so boring today.